Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the government scheme session. So the scheme that we are covering today and which was recently in news, that is Poshan Abhiyan. See, why are we covering this particular scheme? Because this September month it has been your Poshan Maha. Poshan means your nutrition, Maha means month. So because the particular month has been dedicated to the Poshan, to the nutrition awareness, so that is why this particular scheme it becomes important from your examination point of view, right? So whatever be the important dimensions that are associated with it, everything we are going to cover. So let's start with the session. Okay, so see, in a previous lecture that we have taken, so in that we looked at the mission Poshan 2.0, and in that we have understood that this particular mission it is a restructured scheme and it constitutes of the following sub scheme, and these were the name of the scheme that we study: ICDS, Poshan Abhiyan, then scheme for adolescent girls, and national CRED scheme. Okay, so now you have to understand that this mission Poshan it is just convergence, just synergizing all the sub schemes. Okay, these are independent schemes on their own, and here Poshan Abhiyan is the one that is of the utmost important. Of course others are as well, but this is of the utmost importance, and that is why, as I said in the last session, that this is what we are going to cover. And you need not to worry if you haven't watched the previous video. You can find the link in the description box below, or in fact even if you watch this today's session also, you would not have to link to the previous session to understanding Poshan Abhiyan. All right, so now let's talk about Poshan Abhiyan. See, the full form here, the Poshan it has a full form. Okay, and what is the full form of it? It is Prime Minister's overarching scheme for holistic nutrition. Okay, so basically what is the basic idea, and from the name itself we can understand. Here we are talking about a mission where the nourishment should be provided to women and children. Why women and children, which we understood in our last session also? Because see, if women they are undernourished, so the child that they would bear and give birth to, they would also be undernourished, and because of that malnutrition can take place, can be observed in children, and that is why what would happen, their physical development would not be proper, their mental development would not be proper, and such generation then they would when they would grow up, they would not be able to find a good livelihood, and because of that again they would not be able to provide the nutrition to the family, and then this cycle it will continue. And as 2/3 population of India it is women and children only, that is why there is a dire need to take care of the nutrition content that is required by them. Okay, so that is why this Poshan Abhiyan it is a scheme for holistic nutrition that should be provided to children. Okay, for all the vitamins, minerals, every factor that should be taken care of. Okay, so that is why with the same Poshan Abhiyan that was launched. Okay, so see, initially when it was launched, it was launched with the name of National Nutrition Mission. Okay, and then what happened, so in 2017 it was launched like such, and then in 2018 the name was revamped, and even if you look at the official document, then Poshan Abhiyan it is mentioned there that it is launched in 2018 only. Okay, so you need to understand National Nutrition Mission was launched in 2017, then it was revamped, and again in 2018 it was launched as Poshan Abhiyan. Okay, so this is we need to understand. And one more small point that I want to add here, that this is a national nutrition mission, and then along to support this a supplementary nutrition mission it was also launched. It also exists in India, and both are combined to form the mission Poshan 2.0 that we just looked at in the previous slide. Okay, so Poshan Abhiyan is nothing but the revamped version of National Nutrition Mission. To support that, there is a supplementary nutrition mission. Both have been converged and has been launched as Poshan 2.0. Okay, Mission Poshan 2.0. So when we will study all the dimensions, so you would find a little bit similarity between the one we studied in last session and this session, but we have to understand that Poshan Abhiyan it is a part of Mission Poshan, right? So there will be some similarities that can be observed. Now let's look at again the launch year. Okay, so we have understood that 2017 it was launched as National Nutrition Mission, but in 2018 it was revamped as Poshan Abhiyan. So the launch year for Poshan Abhiyan will be 2018 only, not 2017. Okay, and falls under the ministry because we are focusing on the Ministry of the Women and Children. And also if you want to link, so see, if this is a sub scheme of the Poshan 2.0, and that we have understood that it falls under the Ministry of Women and Child Development, so this will also surely fall under that category only. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now let's look at the aim of Poshan Abhiyan. So the aim, it states to improve the nutritional outcome for the children that are aged at 0 to 6, adolescent girls, pregnant women and lactating mothers. Okay, so if now we compare with the previous one, the one we studied about the mission Poshan, there it was to strategize the nutritional requirement, but here we are saying that we are actually working on the improved nutritional outcome. Okay, so here is the aim, and there is a vision that is to address malnutrition with the target approach by 2022. Okay, so malnutrition is what, when the body requirement of nutrition that is not fulfilled, so that is under the required amount, that is known as malnutrition. And in that we have different categories. We have stunted, we have underweight, etc. So here the vision of this particular Poshan Abhiyan, it is to address malnutrition with a targeted approach. So there are some percentage targets that have been set. We'll look at the further slides. That is the vision of the scheme, and the tagline here, it is Sahi Poshan Desh Roshan. Okay, so this is important to remember. Tagline, that is Sahi Poshan. If the right nutrition is given, so our India, our country, it would flourish. So this is the tagline of Poshan Abhiyan. Now let's look at the components. So here the components, first we have to understand convergence. So convergence, again, it means to synergize the pre-existing the programs that are there. Okay, for example, here we are talking about convergence of for example, Matru Vanna Yojana, okay, Matru Shakti, and for in Mission Matsalya we have initiatives for children in ICDS, for example, in ICDS and for example Anganwadi centers. So these are all the pre-existing schemes that are there, and this Poshan Abhiyan, it will help to converge them. Okay. Then is ICDS CA. So this is your computer application software here we are talking about. So here we have already understood about the Poshan tracker in the previous session also, right? So with the help of this app, the tracking of proper delivery of the nutrient, of the what the benefits the beneficiary are actually getting on the grassroots level, everything will be taken care of, right? So software based tracking of nutritional status will be done. And another components are behavioral change. So here Jan Andolan will be focused. Well, what is Jan Andolan? To aware people, to create awareness among the people, so that they can understand what is the importance of nutrition and how is going to help them as well as children and their family in future, right? Next are the components, that is incentives. So the frontline workers, who are the representative of the government, who would be creating awareness among the people. So for them, incentive is being provided under Poshan Abhiyan for their performance, so that they can perform better and then they can meet the target. Then training and capacity building, that will be done. Capacity building, it is nothing but the skill development. Okay, and then grievance and readdressal. So call center will be set up, and so that the beneficiaries problem, they can be solved at the earliest. Okay, so now these component, again, you would find similar to what we have studied in the mission Poshan, but yes, because this is a part of it, so there could be some similarity, but yes, there are some differences as well. Okay, now let's look at the target. So we understood that there is, with the target approach, the aim is to address the malnutrition in India, right? So what is the target? So see here, the target of the mission, it is to bring down stunting among children, and what is the age group? That is 0 to 6 years, from 38.4% to 25% by 2022. Okay. Next, we have to reduce the, this is one target that we have assigned as an overall taking care of here. But the step-by-step target, if you look at, so for that, if we talk about to reduce stunting among the young children, women and adolescent, it is by 6% that will be done during the tenure of this particular Abhiyan, and that is to 2% per annum. Okay. Next, if we talk about for undernutrition, so that is by 6%, and again with 2% per annum rate. So per year 2% aim will be there. Next is talking about anemia. Anemia, it is when there is lack of hemoglobin, right? So it is by 9%. The target, it is to reduce by 9%, that is 3% per annum. Okay, and the last one, it is reducing low birth weight. Okay, and this is by 6%. See, we need to understand that all these, be it stunting, undernutrition, and your low birth weight, all these are your part of malnutrition only. What is stunting? When the height, it is not not according to the age. Okay, and then low birth weight, this is understandable, and undernutrition is also understandable. Okay, so here these are the targets, and these figures, they are very important. Okay, in examination these targets can be asked, and there are high chances of these dimensions, that is why you should be prepared with that. Okay, and there are one two more key features that we can understand. One is the 50% of the cost, it is borne by World Bank or other multilateral development banks. Okay, and the remaining 50%, it is divided between the center and state. What does it mean? So in the Mission Poshan 2.0, we understood 50% is by the center, it was a center sponsored scheme. So there was a division, 60-40 according to normal state, 90-10 to the northeast, and 100% in the non-legislature UTs, right? But here when we talk about Poshan Abhiyan, so yes, some part of it will be funded by the center and state only. And what is that part? 50% of the overall cost, and the rest 50%, it will be taken as loan either from World Bank or any other multilateral development banks. Okay, and this 50% then further will be divided how? So then because it is a center sponsored, so the difference will be same only, 60 in the normal in the case of normal state, 60-40 ratio between center and state, and then 90-10 ratio in northeast states, and then 100% in the non-legislature UTs. Okay, by the center government. So this is the funding pattern. And Poshan Tracker, by in detail we have covered this in last session. So what is a Poshan Tracker? It is an app where every doings of the Anganwadi worker of Anganwadi center is recorded in that, and also the beneficiaries, they can raise their query, and if they want to switch from one place to another, even them or the Anganwadi workers, they can easily do so with the help of the ease in the app. Okay, so these are the salient key features that we needed to understand. And why did we study it? So as you can see, this is the news of 27th of September. Here we are understanding this Poshan Abhiyan 2022 that is going on, Poshan Maha that is being celebrated, and here we are talking about 3 T camps: test, treat and talk. Testing the women and children if they are if they are anemic or not, or if they are properly nourished or not. Okay, treating them, providing them with supplements if it is so, and talk means creating awareness among them. Okay, so this was the main news that we are studying, and here are some data that is being also provided. You can just have a read of this. Okay, so that is all for this particular lecture. So if you're new to our channel, you can subscribe to it for more such videos, and you can also join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of this lecture. So that is all in this particular video. If you have any doubt, any query, you can always write to us, and if you want me to cover any scheme, it is always welcome. So until we meet in the next video, all the very best for examination, and thank you.